Hi, hello, welcome to the NCERT classes. Dear students, today we are going to study the very first topic of chemistry of ninth standard NCERT. Dear students, very first topic is that is matter in our surrounding. Dear students, before that in the bridge course we have studied about the matter, the meaning of matter. Once again we will study here that is matter, a substance which occupies space and have the mass. That substance is called as the matter. See, dear students, any substance you can take in surroundings in the universe, it take a particular position or it take a particular space. Suppose I gave an example of chalk. Chalk takes the space and have a mass, particularly 1 gram or 2 gram. That is, it is a matter. Matter is present in different forms, solid, liquid, and gas that we have studied. Matter is a substance which occupies the space and have mass. Next to the students, different scientists came and gave the ideas or views and classification of matter. In India, in ancient time, Indian philosophers or Indian scientists, they gave the different ideas about the matter and they classified the matter in 5 types. First one, air, water, earth, then fire. Like that they classified into 5 types and they told whatever the things are there in the universe, all these things are made up by these 5 main substances or matter. Then after this one, different scientists they came and they gave the different views on the matter or the classification of matter. At the end, the scientists they classified the matter in 2 different bases. The matter, they classified the matter in 2 different on the 2 bases. The first one is based on the physical properties, second one is chemical property. The matter, modernly or according to modern scientists, the matter is classified in 2 bases or on 2 bases. The first one is physical property, right? Second one is chemical property. First of all, we have to study the physical properties of matter. First of all, the matter is made up by the particles. On the physical properties of matter, we will study that is very first property, that is matter is made up by the particle. Where in your textbook of NCERT, he has given the different activities, and most of the students they are neglecting the activities. The activities are most important points to get the more score in the annual exams or the main exams, because most of the applied questions are arising from the activities. The very first activity is there, that is how you say that in examination he may ask how can you say that matter is made up by the particles. Different activities we can say, different examples we can say. Take a small particles, take I am having a chalk. See that chalk, when we are going to divide 1 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, like that we will divide the particles and we will get a fine particle. That it means we will reach such a fine particle. Or when we take a chalk piece and break it with a hammer into fine powder, we will get a very small particles, by which we can say that all the materials or the matter in the universe is made up by the smallest particles. The next, another property is the property of another physical property, that is particles of matters are very small. Here one important activity explained in the NCERT book, that is take 5 beakers of same size. 5 beakers of same size. We have to take the 5 beakers of same size. Then take 100 ml of water in all these 5 beakers. Same quantity water we have to take. the color of the water will changes to the red color. Then from the beaker 2, take 10 ml of water, add into the beaker 2 and stir it well. There what happens? Its color will also change. Then from beaker 3, take again 10 ml of water, add into the beaker 4. Then its color will also change little bit. Then again add 10 ml of water from beaker 4, add into the beaker 5, 50. Then its color will also turn. It means, dear students, in the beginning we add only 2 small crystals of potassium permanganate, very small crystals of potassium permanganate in beaker 2. Then we have taken 10 ml of water from one beaker and we pour it in another beaker. Then here the whole beaker's color will get changed. It means how much small particles are present in the potassium permanganate crystals that changes. See that much of water in different beakers. Isn't it? It means potassium permanganate, small particles of potassium permanganate, crystals of potassium permanganate contains minute particles that can change the colors of the different beakers. It means if we put 2 to 3 crystals in a syntax of water or a barrel of water, then it can change the color of the whole tank. That much of fine particles are present in the crystals of potassium permanganate. In examination you ask, how can you say the minute particles of matters are very minute? This activity we have to explain. The next, we come to the next point, that is characteristics of the particle. Characteristics of the particles. The first one, that is particles of matters have the space in between them. See here also one activity we have to study. In between the particles there is a space is there. How can you say in examination you ask? You have to give applied questions in ask. See activity 1.1 in your textbook has given. Take a beaker of near about 250 ml, add 100 ml of water and take 10 gram of sugar or salt, add into the beaker which contains 100 ml of water, stir it well until the whole sugar or salt completely dissolve. Then see the level of before adding the salt or sugar, mark the level of water, add the sugar or salt, stir it well, then see the level of water is rise up or not. Then what will happen? The level of water will rise up or not? The level of water will never rise up, because here we can say that in between the particles of water, there is a space is there. That property we are studying. The particles of matter have a space between them. See, here the space is there. When we add the sugar or salt in water, then when the sugar or salt will get dissolved, then salt will get means the particles of salt will occupy in that space. The particles of salt or sugar will occupy in that space. That's why the level of water will not rise up in the beaker on adding sugar or salt. Isn't it? It means by this activity we come to the conclusion that the level of water will not be rise up on adding sugar or salt into the water containing a beaker. The next another property, that is particles of matter are in continuous movement. Another property. In a matter, particles are there and they are in continuous movement. See, activity 1.3 in your textbook has given take one incense stick, then light it and put it in a corner. After few minutes, you will get the smell of that incense stick. How? See, you are very far from that incense stick. See, on lighting, what happens here? The particles from that incense stick of that corner, it will move towards you or it will spread throughout the room. It means the particles of matter are in continuous movement. The rate of movement in the particle is different in different states. In case of solid, very less or absent or very less. In case of liquid, the particles of movement is more than that of the solid. In case of gaseous state, the movement of the particle is very, very faster than the liquid. The next, another activity is adding a blue or red ink in a beaker. Take a beaker, take 100 ml of water and 1 or 2 drops of red or blue ink. The beaker should be visible, transparent. Then what happens in the beaker? The slowly the ink or the red ink or blue ink, the particles of red ink or blue ink starts to move randomly. It means by this activity also we can say that the particles of movement, particles of the matter are in continuous movement. Then activity 1.5 in our textbook is given, that is adding KMnO4 in cold and hot water. Take 2 beakers, take same quantity of water, suppose 100 ml in each beaker, and same size crystals of potassium permanganate in both the beakers. Then see the movement of particles in which beaker is faster. You will observe that is in case of hot water, the particles of KMnO4 will faster than the cold. It means see here students, it is because of the kinetic energy. It is because of the kinetic energy. On heating, on rising the temperature, the particles will move faster. The particles will move faster. It is because of the kinetic energy. We can explain, we can define the kinetic energy as the minimum energy required by a particle to move from one place to another place. That energy is called as the kinetic energy. When a particle gets an energy from the heat or any temperature or heat in the form of heat, it starts to move. When the particles of incense stick get a energy from the temperature or energy from the fire or the heat, it starts to move in the room. Isn't it? On heating, the particles move faster. The next, dear students, how they are moving, why they are moving, and how they are moving we can also say. See what happens, dear students, the particles move from one place to another place. It is because of the kinetic energy. Yes, and that process it is by a particular process that is called as the diffusion process. By a diffusion process, the particles from higher concentration towards the lower concentration will move. That is, suppose for example in that corner, we both are incense stick, the particles are more there and it will be spread throughout the room. Here the particles of the incense stick is very less or absent or no. Then from that corner, the particles will move from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. That is called as the diffusion process. The particles from higher concentration towards the lower concentration will move. That process is called as the diffusion. Isn't it? The next property, that is the characteristic property of particle, that is particles of matter attract each other. See, dear students, in your textbook he has given the activity 1.6. That is some people they hold their holds and they show one picture. Here, dear students, we have to classify the group. Each group has to hold the fingers, and some groups has to hold their with the hands, and some groups has to hold very tightly. See, and one group has to be break that force or break them whatever they holds with the hands or fingers or the first group that is holds with the finger, that we can separate very easily, very less energy is required to separate. Then another group that is which is held by the hands, it needs more energy to break them. The next one more group is there that is held by hugging very tightly. It means it needs more energy to separate them. Here also say, in a matter, the particles are very, if the particles are very close, it means there is more attractive force is present in between the particles. If the particles are very close to each other, then it needs more energy to break. It means there is an attractive force is present in between the particles. If the particles are loosely arranged, it means we can separate it very easily. The next one more activity is here, that is activity 1.7, that is take a chalk piece or take another one another material that is on stone and another one that is iron nail and try to break it. In case of chalk piece, see we can break it very easily. For stone we need to hammer to beat it. Then another see iron nail, we can't break it because the particles are arranged very tightly and more attractive force is present in between these particles. In case of iron nails, in case of chalk, a very less attractive force is present. That's why we can break it very easily. That's why these properties are there. That is characteristic property of the particles. The first one is the particles of matters having the space in between them. Then second one, the particles of matter are in continuous movement. Then third one is the attractive force is present in between the particles. The remaining concept we will study in the next class. Thank you.